neighbors and our communities safe by staying safer at home, limiting social interaction and travel, and wearing face coverings whenever you go out in public. So I want to thank you, as always, for all the work you've been doing and the sacrifices you're making and your commitment to doing everything you can so that we can get through this pandemic together. A few months ago, Wisconsin was in pretty good shape. The numbers were improving, and we had made real progress in fighting this virus. Unfortunately, things have changed drastically since then. The tide has turned, and we've seen a surge in new cases across our state. Although we're fighting the same pandemic, we find ourselves in a completely different situation than one we were in just a few months ago. Local public health departments and workers have been doing their best to respond to this pandemic in our communities, and they've all been doing a hell of a job. But what we know to be true is that this virus doesn't care about any town, city, or county boundary. It doesn't care whether you live in the Dodge County or Fond du Lac County side of Waupun. It doesn't care whether you're perfectly healthy or young, and it doesn't care whether you're a Republican or Democrat. I know there have been those who've demanded a piecemeal rather than a statewide approach. They've said we do not need a statewide effort to respond to this crisis. Well, we tried their way. Folks, it's not working. Our statewide efforts to combat this virus have worked before, and so that's what we announced here today. So today, I declared a new statewide public health emergency as we battled a new surge of COVID-19 across our state. I also announced a new face covering order that will go into effect on August 1st at 12:01 a.m. Give folks enough time to get face coverings if they don't already have them. Although we're facing new and different circumstances than we were a few months ago, the one thing that hasn't changed since then is what I've said all along. We're going to listen to the science and public health experts to guide our decision making. And folks, the science and public health experts are telling us that face coverings and masks can save lives. My mask protects you, your mask protects me, and our masks work best when we both wear them together. Under the order I signed today, face coverings will be required for every person age 5 and older anytime you are indoors or in an enclosed area and you're not in a private residence. That means you can still go for a walk outside, go swimming, or eat without a face covering on. But if you're going to head to the grocery store or you're supporting a local restaurant and waiting for your food, we need you to mask up, folks. And if you are at a private residence but you're with a small group of people, we'd still encourage you to wear a face covering. We cannot allow this virus to go unchecked, and we have to take steps quickly to flatten the curve, slow the spread. We have to get back on track to make sure this virus doesn't cause any more setbacks to our economy than it already has. The sooner we get back to working together to flatten the curve and prevent the spread of COVID-19, the sooner we can get back to work, school, sports, shopping, restaurants, and doing all the things I know we all miss, as soon as we can do them safely. I know folks are worried that the order I'm issuing today to keep people healthy and safe will immediately be challenged by Republicans in the court. I know folks are worried another ruling could just create more chaos as we respond to this pandemic. I'm worried about that too. But my job as governor is to put people first, to do what's best for the people of our state, and to do everything I can to keep people healthy and safe. So that's what we're going to do. Please continue to look out for your neighbors and to stick to our Wisconsin values of kindness, respect, and empathy. And understand that the most powerful thing you can do is to serve as an example to those around you by wearing a face covering, practicing physical distancing, and following best safety practices. While I know emotions are high when it comes to wearing face coverings in public, I want to remind everyone that we are in a battle against this virus, not against each other. Public health is a team sport, and it is on all of us together to ensure that these efforts are successful. Stay home as much as you're able. Wear your face covering.
ABC's coverage of Representative John Lewis's funeral just wrapped up on 12.1, and we now join in progress Governor Evers' coronavirus briefing. He's been outlining plans for a statewide mask mandate to go into effect on Saturday. Let's listen in.
Now I'll turn things over to Secretary-designee Andrea Palm. Andrea?
Thanks, Governor. Throughout this pandemic, we at DHS have committed ourselves to protecting the health and safety of Wisconsinites. As the situation on the ground has changed, and as we have learned more about the science of COVID-19, we have shared that information, our data, and our guidance. Today, we continue that commitment. And here's what we know. We know that Wisconsin is seeing significant community spread. In fact, our data on the activity level of COVID-19 in counties and regions across the state shows us that Wisconsin is in a much more serious situation today than we were a month ago, or even when the governor declared a public health emergency in March. We can use our county-level data to illustrate how widespread COVID-19 is here in Wisconsin. And what that data tells us is that the majority of Wisconsin counties are at a high activity level. 61 of our 72 counties are at a high activity level. Only 2 counties are reporting a low level of COVID-19. And only 3 counties indicate a shrinking trajectory or decrease in their cases, and all 3 of those counties are starting from a high activity level. It's important to understand the community spread is and how the science translates on a personal level. So what do we mean by community spread? We mean COVID-19 is widespread enough that interacting in the community may be all that it takes to expose you to the virus. Remember, people can spread COVID-19 without showing symptoms, which means any contact can put you at risk for infection. On the flip side, if you are infected, it's very possible you are contagious before experiencing symptoms. So if you interact with people in your community, you could contribute to the spread. And again, remember that the science tells us that you can be contagious without ever developing symptoms at all. So all this means that the likelihood of people transmitting and catching COVID-19 in the community is high unless everyone takes precautions. We need to take every action possible to protect ourselves and our communities. And this is where the science and the governor's actions today intersect. We know that COVID-19 is a respiratory virus, which means that it spreads through respiratory droplets that travel in the air. The droplets can pass from one person to another when someone coughs or sneezes, or even when someone talks or raises their voice. This air travel is why we talk about the importance of physical distancing, staying at least 6 feet apart from each other. These droplets are also why face coverings and masks are so important. They form a barrier to prevent these droplets from traveling from an infected person to another person. To be clear, face coverings protect the people the wearer interacts with more than the wearer themselves. But by protecting others, you are protecting your community and by extension, yourself. Face coverings don't replace physical distancing or washing your hands, but recent scientific studies show us that they are an important tool alongside these and that they are effective in preventing transmission of the virus. So let's take a minute to update the numbers. As of today, we have added 16,211 people to our total negative count. We have 52,108 total positive cases here in the state of Wisconsin, which is an increase of 1,059 people. We've reached 919 total deaths of Wisconsinites. This increase in cases, the number of people getting COVID-19 in Wisconsin, is going in the wrong direction. And we need to take every action possible to protect our communities and prevent additional infections and deaths. Thank you for doing your part.